Hello everyone, so now as the third game of this tournament in retrospective, of course it was done a very long time ago against Jaki, and it was a third round of the Swiss tournament, so it was a little bit strange in a way, because instead of being only one game, this is actually a best of three, so there will be one more match at least against Jaki. My opponent is Jaki, by the way, in case you didn't notice in the nickname. So yeah, we're gonna have more game. And so I decided after the pick and ban, he banned my Israel. No, he banned my mechanized Scandinavia, I do believe. And I had the choice to protect one of my mechanized deck, but he misplay and he tried to ban my Israel mechanized before I had the chance to uh, before I call my pick to protect my deck. So of course I decided to protect the deck that he disliked. So I protected my Israel mechanized, but I wouldn't play it in hell because I threw maybe in hell it's not the best deck because I don't have shock infantry on hell, so I didn't want to play Israel mechanized on hell, so I save it for later and decided to go for the base pick. Let's go NATO Marine gangs, going Marines gang, because as I said, I like Shock Squad in Hell, and there is a lot of good Shock Squad and Elite Squad in Marines. Rima 85, Commando Marine, Royal Marines, I name all of them. And I could also pick some other, like what are ours? I think. Oh my god, I don't remember, but there is other good choice in Marines, which is all good. I have K1. Also, I have the last two, which is gonna be useful. So I have artillery. So yeah, pretty good deck on this map. On other map it can be problematic, but on this map it is gonna be good, and I'm gonna buy a lot of tank to counter him. He's playing the GGC mech, I think. I think he's playing the GC mech. I know he's playing mech. That's certain. Um, because of course, if you don't play mech on this map, or you play marines, something that has a lot of good infantry, you're fucking dead. You're literally dead. You're literally dead. There is nothing you can do against a ton of vetted infantry. It just how the map is played. Uh, yeah. So he's playing mech. I will play defensive on Bravo, and yeah, going big on golf. I'm sending a Panther with Commander Marine. I wanted to try Commander Marines with this deck, and I play a ton of tank, a little bit more tank. I will play more tank than usual in this game because I look at Jackie playstyle and I realize he's not very good with tank micro sound. So like, my goal was to just get value with tank and kill him in the long run with tank. Also take advantage of his tendency to plane spam a little bit with a lot of ASF and not a good amount of drone AA, so that's why there is already an tracked rapier FSA because I feel like he's quite plain spammy, so has to do something against it. And here we go. So you can see a lot of mechanized shit, lot of mechanized, and we will see. Also, I decided for just this map, just this game, using the Royal Marines in the Stormer, the little Stormer. It's a 5-point box, and I feel like it's a little bit underrated because it's okay. Normally we don't take elite squad in 5-point box, but this 5-point box have 3 armor in the front, only 1 armor everywhere else, but that's still good for me, and that's a lot of Royal Marines on elite, and yeah, it's good. So you will see. I will use a lot of them during this match, and already tank engagement is coming in. I turn on my TGM a little bit too late, but it didn't really matter because 2K1 are not equal, but it's almost the same against Leo 2A1. Or is it? I feel like it was Leo 2A1. It might have been Leo 2, but it must be Leo 2A1. And you can receive the Royal Marines 19 doing shit ton of damage. Help with the, oh my god, with this artillery strike, very good. Oh, that's disgusting. And now they're eating Seiloto Grouper for breakfast. Also, another thing this deck is good is the combo of SMO and LVTP 7A1. That's pretty funny, or I don't know if it's funny, but it's good combo. You have the SMO that kills transport, and the LVTP A1 with the rocket launcher that wrecked infantry. And on top of it, if it's not enough, I can use artillery or the K1 to kill infantry, or the helicopter. So yeah, I was pretty happy. That doesn't make me happy because he infiltrated my base to try to fob snipe me. Not funny. I don't like it. At least my base defense put up some defense, and he don't kill my CV, which would be terrible if he kill my CV. Or even my supply truck. I'm happy he didn't kill it. Remember, guys, fob sniping is a sin. Fob sniping is a sin. Just don't. And also, what's very important is to repair my infantry. That's why I needed the fob. Or I can do it without fob, but it's always better if you can resupply your supply truck. And now the truck squad are coming in. There was a little attack on Bravo, I do believe, but it got repelled pretty fast. And so the game starts to stall a little bit. I'm basically waiting for my unit to get repair and refuel. I also lost my Commander Marine in the back. It was off screen. I do believe I went into the open field and get instantly killed, which was a mistake. I didn't micro them enough. And it didn't pay off, which is very bad because I sent it from the start of the game, which is a very big investment, 70 points just at the start of the game. That's not what you want. So yeah, I was surprised with how well it goes in mid. I was very surprised. I was pleasantly surprised, I would say. So now I plan the attack on Foxtrot. Ram doing shit ton of damage. I try to use them at the maximum as I could before he sniped my fob. So like, I don't care about my ammunition. I'm just going full on ammo deprivation. I don't give a shit. And you see the mortar spam on the fob. Fucking bullshit. That's just not a stupid part of this map is that you can actually fob snipe people with just the mortar. Okay, it must be no, it's not DGC mech. It must be the Northern plus Germany coalition. Yes, it land routes mechanized because he has the M41A1. Yes, and also this man pad. Yeah, it can't be Mordek. On the side you see he tried to infiltrate the giant forest, but I got pretty good position for my fire support, and that Ventre is doing a lot of damage. Also the Panther, sadly I won't be able to refuel it, to repair, refuel and rearm, but it's still okay, Royal Marine repair, also going back in action. Tulio 2 in the middle, that's not what I like. So I buy TGM on Bravo, try to limit his action. I have a +1 Bravo, which is good. This is good. It will be hard for him to dislodge, but I don't want to get put down in Fox, so I have to answer. Fob is down, and more infantry to respawn. Also infiltrating the giant forest, which will be hard dislodge for him. Oh, hard? No, not really, because he has at least good infantry, so that's still good. And I do feel like at this point the game was pretty in my control, not gonna lie. Only thing bad was that I lose my fob, so contrary to the start of the game when we see I'm sending the large two like no like there is no tomorrow. I just send thing everywhere. Okay, also I must lose my K1 here. It's a micro, but still damage. I would start to be very more reserved with my large 2 usage, because now they're actually firing with them actually cost something. It actually cost me supply truck, so I can't fire all the time. Like I would like to, I would like to, but I can't. And I lost my K1 to the ATGM. I tried to send it on the ground to fire position. I think I actually fire position not in good place. Oh, and Rima, oh, getting automatic. That's some good shit. I think I also killed a tank here. Was it a tank or it was a transport? I think it was a transport actually. Never mind. His mortar doing a shit ton of damage, which I don't like. Still, it's elite infantry, so they get their capability a little bit faster, and also they are fast. So I I just need to basically work on marking to dodge the shell of his mortar. And everything will be fine. Like you see, it might be threatening, but so many times you can actually dodge the mortar shell. As long as you are good on micro, just move your infantry fast and don't overstay. You're welcome. And a lot of juggernauts from him. A very spammy style, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I just think this loss here on the giant fight was a big loss. I have to say, because I wanted to repair this Rima, but yeah, he cut them up just before they could be repaired. That's hurtful. Smo here, he tried to get up the hill, but the Smo and the SS on this position is so fucking huge. Like 15 RPM, and they are so good. That's like perfect position for them. And also the rebound on the lower side here, you see, they watch the Dragoner getting here. They took a little bit too much damage from the transport, however, but it's still enough. And as I said, I used the Lars only when needed, but this attack on Foxtrot was a little bit threatening, so I decided to rely the pressure. Maybe some rocket needed. Maybe needed. Still the +1 is still going in. He's very aggressive. It's pure jaki. Jaki is very aggressive player, and it does not pay off from the timing. Another Commander Marine in in Gulf. Actually, not really the Commander Marine. Not really the Commander Marine. The most important thing was the helicopter, because you saw there was a manpad that died earlier in the game, and it's so long. It's so long to send your manpad here. So manpad or Gepard, Automagic, whatever A. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna use the Panther, and that's gonna annoy him. What I wanted to say is that mostly buying the Commander Marine for the Panther. And you see, exactly. It's spot infantry, and immediately they died. Immediately. That's helicopter are funny. Helicopter are funny, as I said. And yeah, we can see his tank. Also, he can't retreat without smoke now because there is ATG Milan, and he get a little bit bottleneck. Fight of infantry. There was a 41A1, so I make sure my my RPG. But what the fuck? How's the Rima didn't fire? How's the Rima didn't fire? Like, what the fuck? I'm confused. Even watching it, I'm confused. I don't know why it didn't fire. Uh, that cost me a lot. Yes, and I was forced to send more infantry here. I didn't expect the M41A1 to do so much damage against the 15 RPM. No, 20 RPM, excuse me. Rima, but actually did. And here goes the first plane of the game, which is strange. I would expect it earlier, but no, and it didn't do any damage. But that's still a warning sign. Warning sign. Usually, there's not one coming in. As I said, you see the low 2 getting shot by the Milan, but it was not enough to kill. But still, good damage. Good damage. I think it's 2 HP, maybe 3. I'm out of ammo. But I didn't have. I had no fob, so at this time it was really difficult decision to send a supply truck. At this point, sending a supply truck would mean maybe one less supply truck in the game. So yeah, difficult choice. Hello M41A1. Oh, and the mortar spam. Really hurting here. I move in too predictable way, trying to counter mortar him. A lot of infantry packed up. That's gonna be an aim for the last two. Two K1 going for the water forest, I would say. Yeah, it's water forest. We were gonna dislodge this mangrove very close to the river, but yeah, I don't want his unit. Here we go, buying the Tomcat. I know my timing. His plane should be ready, and after seeing the replay with him, I think it was actually ready. And on top of it, there is 2K1, so I really need to protect it with my Tomcat. So here we go. Smoke is not enough, of course, because well, it's a cluster bomber. It was a cluster bomber. So smoke will not be useful enough to protect me. And I lose my Tomcat. Okay, you don't know yet, but that's amazing. He sent a fucking man-pad around the map for some reason. I don't know why he did it. And it killed my Tomcat, because I wasn't thinking about my Tomcat getting shot out of here. And on top of it, he sent Marder 1 and a shit ton of transport to my elite infantry, and I lost them at the same time. So that was a lot of good action from him. At least my K1 got seemingly untouched, and he almost lost his tank, but that sequence of losing so much infantry on the giant forest was very bad for me, and also losing the Tomcat, because that's my only long range plane, and now I'm forced to play ground A now. I'm instantly forced to play ground A. Now there's a mangrove forest, or this forest, whatever you call it, that is down in Foxtrot. Close to the river is clear. I can move my tank, and we'll try to release the pressure, or add even more pressure on Gulf. You can see funny government blocked, but yeah, now I need defense against plane. That's something I really need. But the game is still under good control. I have so many tanks, and it's difficult for him to push. He has the giant forest with a lot of infantry, but he doesn't have the good staying power. For sure, it's still under control. Bravo is not under total control, but charging in with a CV with him for him will be like super dangerous. Because I could send fast elite infantry in no time and get a kill, or bomb him, and that would be hard for him. He also loses one tank here. Saving up on Foxtrot. And here goes a bomber. As I said. But my A is ready, so now, yeah, it doesn't escape. It gets the K1, the damage K1 with him, so actually that wasn't that bad for him. Now you can really see the power of the K1. Even without infantry, actually, they are not that bad because they have the 2 MG. So even without infantry support, this is not the worst tank in this situation. And good armor, so it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. And on top of it, the Royal Marines punch the shots. Could have been a side shot on the K1, didn't, and now more kill, more kill. Really good try for him. I bomb his infantry with my fighting Falcon. I like to do that because most of the time it's difficult to put A, and I realized with my Panther, I realized, okay, if he has A, he will have probably killed my Panther at this point. So he probably don't have any A here, and I will take advantage of it. And it's a free bombing run for the Falcon. That's something I have to say, that most of the time when you think about bombing, we like to think about the bombing, the ultimate bombing run that kills so many units and so on, that kill a CV or something, but sometimes I like to aim at bombing run like this, where I kill only 1 or 2 infantry, but my plane escape without getting shot at. He doesn't even dodge missile. He just escape. And that's sometimes better than actually going for the dangerous kill. That could go big, but could also go very wrong. Try to move my K1. I didn't realize there was something here, and I almost lost my K1. At least I didn't, and also you will see my smoke is blocking off the line of sight of the smoke, and they couldn't fire before the Leo 201 shot, so I lose 1 K1. He still got killed because it was close range and he took too many K1 shots, but that smoke could have cost me a tank for free. Well played for him, badly played for me. And the game become a little bit stalled. Might not be the most interesting game, but sometimes, yeah, it's the way it is on this map. I hope you had fun watching this. Watching a different deck than usual. Normally we don't play Marine, but I had the feeling during the game that Marine wasn't as bad during this game. Really, that I had the feeling even without the plane spam, I had the feeling my infantry is good. I have large 2, which, okay, it's not the best artillery, but it's still good. Okay, artillery. I have the K1, which is a fantastic medium tank, and I have good infantry. So I was thinking, and rocket pod helicopter. So even without the paint spam, which is what mostly people think about when they think about Marines, it's actually decent deck. It's actually decent deck. More Panzer Grenadier, not Panzer Grenadier 19. So they only have 16 AP, if I remember correctly, with 50% accuracy. So basically, they deal 1 damage to the K1 if they can eat. So the K1 just went and don't care about it. That is where Panzer Grenadier 19 behind them. So I'm forced to bomb. This is gonna be a much dangerous bombing run. But I decided to go even with it, I go for it. And I had a seed prepare that will kill the auto magic, protecting the fighting falcon. But I think the danger is the risk itself had value, because that Panzer Grenadier 19 was huge value, could have probably killed the government, and then I would have been forced to move my K1 or lose them. Both are not valid option, of course. That would mean losing the divider forest or losing important units. So yeah, I had to bomb them. I was thinking about sending units on the giant forest, but I realized he might have sent something else, maybe a TGM, something that will stop them from even getting here. So I decided no, I'm just gonna play defense. I will not try to contest it. That's too hard. I need something in the divider forest that is not government. That's much better. And I also realized, oh my god, he has severe Bravo. That's actually hard. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do what I said before. I'm gonna attack it with my infantry, because I have a 4 LVT B7A1. You see, instantly send infantry. And I will send more and more Rima. And it's hard for him to defend a CV here. And you see why. That's just so fucking fast from the small LVT PA1. He didn't have much also. And yes, the kill come through. The Rima 85 will come in less than 2 minutes. And the CV is already found. getting killed so fast by the grenade launcher. Jeep CV on top of it. Jeep CV on Bravo. He asked for it. And now I still on the tick. And he lost a CV, so that's worse. A big attack on Golf in response. That would be countered by some artillery. Artillery is funny. Government give time. And also time to activate ATGM now. If they can get the vision. And the big blob of infantry. So that would be the time to send the seed and the bomber. I also tried to get maybe his CV, which might have been a mistake. I think I should have tried to bomb the tank. And on top of it, the Royal Marines come exactly at the good time. At the good time to get up with the transport, and so his tank fire at the transport instead of firing against my own K1. So he basically lost 2 tanks for almost nothing. Now on Bravo, the Rima 85 get here in order first to basically completely lock down the area. I lose 1 K1 like an idiot, getting side shot by the SMO. But still it's 2 K1 against nothing. He killed Yeah, he killed my CV. It was a misplay. I should not have moved my CV like this. I get the automatic, but it's yeah, that was a bad move. But I was ahead. I had more points. I had killed so many of his tank that he decided to surrender, and yeah, yeah, it's done. It's done. I think this game was interesting to show off what can Marine Gang do. Marine Gang K1, some artillery, and a lot of good infantry with a good helicopter. And I was basically untouched and and not under any real threat during all the game. So yeah, I hope you like this game, and you see on the skill list that yeah, it's basically K1 and my infantry just killing his own infantry. That is mechanized, by the way. Just imagine that it's mechanized infantry. That's not like bullshit bad infantry. But it's my infantry is actually very good, and it's very good to repair on top of it. His infantry might have been a little bit better on some around, but mine is also very good and it's supported by better artillery. So yeah, I will just show the kill list. Also look at this LVTP-7A1. 2 Panzer Grenadier 19 on his own. Yeah, just watch the kill list and hope you have a good time.